Yeah, are we good to go? Yeah. In the last session, we discussed about DevOps introduction, right? So here, any new guys joined today? First session. Can you ping me here? The people who are not attended yesterday. So can you ping here, or else can you raise your hand? So in the last session, we discussed about DevOps introduction, right? Those who are not attended the session, can you please raise your hand so that we'll provide you recording session. The people who are not attended yesterday, you'll get the recording session. So you can go through the recording session and you can continue from today onwards. Okay. Yeah. So in the last session, we discussed about DevOps introduction. What is DevOps? What is automation? Why the project teams are looking for automation tools? So what is CI/CD? What is build and release process? What is Agile? What is waterfall? Right? These are all we discussed. Fine. So today we are going to discuss about cloud introduction. So what is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure? Why the project teams are migrating their applications to cloud infrastructure? What is cost saving? Right? So these are all very, very important, right? So every client look for the cost saving, right? Yeah. So on premises to cloud, they are migrating their applications because of cost saving. Client always look for the cost saving, cost reduction, right? Yeah. How can we? Yeah. How they reduce the costing, right? So what is the importance here? Let's try to understand here. Fine. Yeah. Today's agenda here is. So if you have any questions, you can hold for a few minutes. Yeah. So that I give you time for asking questions, definitely. Okay. Yeah. Let's get started. So today's agenda here is what is cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, what is data center, right? Types of cloud computing, types of cloud services, what is cost saving, why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure. So what is cloud market? Currently cloud market share, okay? And the cloud market growth. So these are all very, very important, right? Yeah, let's move on. Anyone newly joined today first session, can you please raise your hand quickly? So everyone joined yesterday, or else any new guys joined today? Can you please raise your hand quickly? No one is there, right? Fine. Yeah. Let's move on. I am new, sir. I have seen video. Okay. Jana Reddy. Fine. Good. Fine. Jana Reddy, you can follow the recording and you can continue from today onwards. Okay. So yesterday we just, I joined today. Kiran Kumar also. Okay. So please go through the recording, Kiran Kumar. Yesterday, just introduction. Okay. DevOps introduction. That is the demo. Today also, one more demo, cloud demo. Okay. Yeah, you will get the recording. You can go to the recording. I hope you got the recording session. So please go through. Okay. If not received the recording session, you will get the recording session. Okay. Yeah, you can call our institute number or else you can call me. I already shared my number yesterday. Okay. Recording received by Jana Reddy. Kiran, you received? Okay, very good. Fine. Yeah. Let's move on. What is cloud computing? Anyone having idea what is cloud computing? If anyone asks you this question, what would be your answer? What is cloud computing, anyone? Yeah. This is the definition which I collected from Google. Look at this, everyone. It is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user. On-demand availability of computer system resources. So basically, what is on-demand? What is on-demand, anyone? On-demand. Instantly, immediately, whenever needed. For example, we are working as a cloud engineer in the project. Okay. Project team required 100 servers, 100 resources. They required within 5 minutes. How can we provide that? For example, so if they required physical servers, 100 servers. Can we provide within 5 minutes? Physical servers. Can we provide within 1 hour? Can we provide within 4 hours or 1 day? Is it possible? So the project team required 100 servers within 1 hour, within 2 hours, within 1 day. Also, we cannot provide, because physical servers, we need to place a order with the vendor, Dell vendor, HP vendor, right? Lenovo vendor. They take 3 to 4 days time to deliver the servers. After that, we need to move the servers to data center, server room, and we need to configure the servers. We need to install operating system. We need to install applications, patches, plugins, drivers. So after that, we can update the patches and we can test the server and we can hand over to project. So that will take minimum 4 to 5 days or else 3 days minimum, at least physical servers. Okay. But whereas cloud side, within a minute, within 1 minute or 2 minutes, we can create n number of servers, which is nothing but on demand. By single click, we can create n number of servers with all packages, all softwares, all configurations, everything, which is nothing but on demand. So cloud computing is the on-demand infrastructure, right? On-demand availability of computer system resources, storage and computing power without direct active management by the user. What does it mean? Yeah, 10 years back, 15 years back, we used to use physical servers. We used to use a local server room, local data center, right? So because of, local databases we used to maintain, local applications we used to maintain, local resources we used to maintain, right? So however, with the introduction of cloud, everything has been changed now, right? Our infrastructure is no longer sitting inside of our local data center, local server room. So rather it is being offered by a cloud provider like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Ali Cloud, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku. Nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market, in which AWS, Azure, GCP, three are very popular clouds. So in our course, 3 clouds will be covered: AWS, Azure, GCP, because multi-cloud. DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI. Our course is DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI, right? Yeah, DevSecOps security also added here, and AI services also, yeah, will be covered here. Okay. I'll share with you course content. Course content. Everyone got the course content? Everyone received the course content? No? I'll share with you and our admin will share with you. Mani, please share the course content to everyone, or else I'll share. Okay. So nothing to worry. You'll get the course content. Okay. So our course content, you can check the course content. Yeah. You'll get all the modules, the course content. I'll show you end of the session. I'll show you the course content. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah, fine. So our course name is DevSecOps with multi-cloud. Multi-cloud means 3 clouds, multiple clouds. Why we require multiple clouds? We can use only one cloud, right? Either AWS cloud or Azure cloud or GCP cloud. So why we need 3 clouds or 4 clouds? Why we need 2 clouds at least? Every project team they are using. Because of different quality, different costing, right? So customers, they are looking for multi-cloud, right? So costing factor, AWS is a bit costlier. Azure is less costing. GCP is less costing. So for example, in Hyderabad or in Bangalore or in any Chennai, in any other city, right? We have different supermarkets, right? For example, let us take Hyderabad. We have different supermarkets available here, like DMart, Vijayata, Ratnadeep, and Heritage, right? So different supermarkets. Why we require this many supermarkets? We can use either Vijayata or DMart or Ratnadeep, right? but different supermarkets available, right? Different quality, different costing. Okay. So we're using different mobiles, right? Different brands. So why we require different brands? Either we can use Apple mobile or else we can use other mobiles, right? OnePlus mobile, or else we can use Samsung mobile. We have so many brands available, right? Different quality, different features, different costing. Same way, cloud side also, we have nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market. But here, AWS is the leader in the market. AWS occupied 33% of the market share. Azure occupied 19% of the market share. GCP occupied 9% of the market share, right? So currently AWS is the leader in the market. If you understand AWS, you can easily understand all other cloud platforms. If you are good in driving, you can drive any car, right? Any car you can drive. Same way, if you are good in AWS, you can easily handle any other cloud platform, right? Fine. In our course, three clouds will be covered: AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Fine. Along with that, AI also required here. Currently, AI also very, very important, right? Yeah, AI also will be covered in our course. So how we can get the reports, how we can handle the services by using AI, right? These are all will be covered. And security tools. How can we secure our applications? How can we secure our tools, DevOps tools? How can we secure our AWS services? Security is also very, very important, right? Yeah. So here, what is cloud computing? It is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user, right? So currently, every organization, every project team, they're migrating their applications to cloud platform, cloud. So because of cost saving, time saving. So when we use physical servers, for example, physical server costing is around $10,000, for example. So when we use cloud platform, 1/3 costing will be saved. Client always look for the cost saving. That is why. So every client they're using cloud platforms. They're migrating their applications to cloud. Okay. So whatever the services we're using in cloud, for that usage, we have to pay the bills. For example, I'm using a server for 1 hour daily, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. For that 1 hour, we have to pay the bills. Or else I'm using a server from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. For that 9 hours, we have to pay the bills like gas bills, electricity bills, right? It is a pay-as-you-go model, right? So how many hours we are using resources, for that usage, we have to pay the bills, right? Which is nothing but cost, pay-as-you-go model, which is nothing but pay-as-you-go model, okay? Fine. Now, look at this. So this is data center. This is data center. So what is data center, anyone? What is data center, anyone? Anyone having idea? Data center is a server room, where we host all the servers, right? Look at this. Here we have racks. Instead of the racks, servers, right? So instead of the building, there are different containers available. So local IT team, they maintain all the servers. This is old methodology, old fashion, right? So local IT team, they maintain all the servers, which is very old methodology, right? So currently we are using AWS cloud, right? So we don't need to involve into the physical server maintenance. Physical servers we don't need to configure. We don't need to add the RAM, CPU. Physically, we don't need to configure. So Amazon will take care of. Okay. Yeah. Before going to this, let's try to understand something. So we are talking about data center, right? We are talking about data center. For example, so what is data center, anyone? Anyone having idea what is data center? Data center is a server room, where we host all the servers, where we host all the network devices, printers, switches, routers, load balancers, right? Yeah. So here, server room. People calling it as hub room or network room, right? So different names, right? It is a server room where we host all the servers. So in the data center, we host servers, storages, network, load balancers, and routers, switches, etc. These are all devices we host in the server room, right? Who will maintain these devices? Respect to server engineers, they will maintain the resources, right? Respect to engineers. Fine. So here, look at this. This is the server room, right? So respect to data center engineers, they will maintain the servers. Okay. So here, network engineer, they will maintain the network. So here, server engineer, they maintain the servers here, right? And the switches, routers, storages, respective engineers, they will maintain. Okay. But here, whereas AWS data center engineers, they will maintain the resources. So as a cloud engineer, what we will do, we can access virtually. We can connect AWS console and we can access virtually. Look at this, everyone. Look at here. So just log in AWS console here, aws.amazon.com. Click on sign into the console. Now I'm able to log in my AWS console, right? So here, look at this, everyone. So this is our data center. Look at this. Asia Pacific Mumbai. This is the Mumbai data center. Look at this. These are all data centers available. North Virginia, Ohio, US East 2, North California, Oregon, right? So Asia Pacific Mumbai, Osaka, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, Canada Central, right? So Europe, Frankfurt, Ireland, London, Paris, right? So these are all data centers available. Right? So as per the client requirement, we can select the data center. We can click on data center and we can create the resources inside of the data center. Hope you understand, everyone. So these are all, we can say, regions. Region is a data center. Everyone understanding, right? What I'm talking here, what I'm explaining here. Hope you everyone understanding, right? So in AWS console, we can choose the data center. As per the client requirement, inside of the data center, we can create the resources virtually, not physically. Physically already available, right? Physically, AWS already configured. Inside of the data center, virtually we can create the resources and we can hand over to project, so that they start the development. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Now let's move on. So cloud advantages. Let's try to understand cloud advantages. Next one, cloud advantages. Okay. Before going to cloud advantages, I just want to explain something here. For example, there is a Java project. Okay. If you want to start any project or if you want to start any startup company, right? So very first thing we required servers. Right? Yeah. So here, for example, there is a startup company. You started startup company. So you want to get real project from US client. I'm trying to get the project from US client. So before getting the real project from client, what we have to do? We need to prepare one POC. What is POC, anyone? Anyone having idea? POC? It's a proof of concept. What is proof of concept? Which is just a proof sample project. We need to prepare one sample project. We need to showcase to the client. If the client is approved for the POC, we'll get the real project, right? POC is the proof of concept. So Java project. So this is startup company, right? We are using physical servers, not cloud servers. So cloud advantages we'll discuss. Wait for a few minutes. So before going to cloud advantages, let's try to understand physical server setup, physical servers. Okay. So here we need to prepare one POC, which is a proof of concept. So for this POC, client give you 45 days timeline. Client give you 45 days to prepare this POC, right? So POC is the proof of concept. For example, if you want to buy any laptop or mobile, so what we will check normally? So when you want to buy any mobile or laptop, we check the configuration, right? We check the configuration, we check the reviews, we check the people who are using, right? Then we can go and buy the mobile or laptop, right? Same way, before getting the real project from client, US client or Europe client, we need to prepare sample project. We need to showcase to the client. The client is approved, we'll get the real project, right? So this is sample project we need to prepare and we need to showcase to the client. The client is approved, satisfied, they give the real project, right? For this POC, client gave you 45 days timeline. Okay. Yeah. So for this, client asked you to take 3 development servers, 3 QA servers, quality assurance servers for testing servers, 3 prod servers, production servers for deployment. So here, development servers, developers, they develop the code on development servers. For first 30 days, first 30 days, developer develop the code in development servers. Okay. Once the development is completed, testers test the code from 31 days to 40 days. Testers test the code. Once the testing is completed, so finally 41 days to 45 days deployment, the code will be deployed, right? So this is the actual process every project team following currently. Every project team. First 30 days, they develop the application. So here, yeah, after 30 days, 31 days to 40 days, testing will be happened. Code testing will be happened. So after that, 41 days to 45 days, the code will be deployed onto respective production servers. Once we deploy this code on respective prod server, so we can showcase to client. So if the client is approved, we'll get the real project, right? Yeah. So for this POC, if you want to prepare the POC, very first thing, we need one admin, right? Admin required, right? To configure the servers. So developers, normally developers, they will not have any knowledge to configure the servers. We need to recruit one admin, right? Admin configure the servers, server admin. Here server admin required, right? And also before going to get these servers, before going to configure servers, we need to buy licenses, right? Licenses like OS license and application license, right? These are all licenses required. OS license, application license required, right? So for example, if you want to buy Windows license, what the minimum period would be? In your laptop, you are using Windows, right? If you want to buy the Windows license, so what is the minimum period would be? Minimum, Microsoft, they give you 1 year license, right? 1 year license, not 3 months, not 6 months, not 9 months. Minimum, we need to buy 1 year, right? Any license, 1 year. Fine. So here our POC is 45 days only. But here license, we need to buy 1 year license, right? And admin required, server admin to configure the servers, right? So after that, here we required one server room required to configure the servers, and network required, right? Network racks required, server racks required, right? And also AC required. So servers required AC and okay. Without AC, servers will not run. Desktops, laptops, you can run anywhere, but servers required AC, right? And also server room security also required. So these are all required to configure the servers. Okay. Once we prepare all these things, right? So if the POC is approved by client, will get the real project. The POC is not approved by client, POC rejected by client. What will happen? ఏం జరగొచ్చండి? POC రిజెక్ట్ చేశారు క్లయింట్, ఏం జరుగుతుంది? వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్? This is waste of money, right? This is waste of money, right? Yeah, fine. So this is a physical server setup, right? Now, let's move on. Now, let's try to understand cloud advantages, Andy. Cloud advantages. Cloud advantages. Yeah, same way, same Java project. Same way, same Java project. Yeah, so this is startup company, startup, right? So here we use the cloud servers, right? We can say AWS servers or Azure servers or Google Cloud servers, right? Any cloud servers, right? Fine. So here POC, which is a proof of concept. Proof of concept, 45 days timeline, 45 days timeline, right? So same way here, as per the client requirement, we can take 3 development servers, 3 QA servers, 3 production servers in cloud environment. Okay, cloud setup. So here, while using, when we use the cloud servers, we don't need to create all 9 servers at a time, right? For first 30 days, we can create 3 development servers. For first 30 days, we can create 3 servers. So because in cloud, we can create 1 server or 100 servers or 1,000 servers within a minute. That is why first we can create 3 servers for development, for first 30 days, right? For first 30 days, we can create 3 servers. So once the development is completed, we can go and create 3 more servers for QA servers from 31 days to 40 days. 31 days to 40 days, we can create 3 more servers for testing, right? Once testing is completed, we can create 3 more servers for prod. Prod servers deployments. Okay. So here from 41 days to 45 days, we can create 3 more servers, right? So whenever we need any servers, we can create within a minute, right? So which is nothing but on demand, right? Fine. Yeah. So when we prepare this cloud servers, if you want to prepare the servers, right? So here we don't need to buy any. So here, no license needed because AWS will take care, Azure will take care, Google Cloud will take care. Respective vendor, they will take care of the licensing part. OS license, app license, no need to buy, right? So here, no server admin required. No server admin required. As a cloud engineer, we can configure the servers. We can create the servers within a minute in the cloud platform. Just go and click on EC2 and launch instances here. Launch instance. Instance means server. Instance is a server. So 1 server or 100 servers or 1,000 servers, you can give the number here. 100 or 1,000, you can give. You can create within 1 minute. I'll show you that. Practically, we can work on this, right? Once we start working on AWS, we'll go very deep dive from basic level to advanced level. We'll go very deep dive. Fine. Yeah, no server admin required. No server room required. No server room required because AWS will take care. No network required. AWS will take care. No server racks. They will take care. No AC. They will take care. AWS team, they will take care. No server room security. So these are all will be taken care by respect to AWS vendor, right? AWS will take care of this. So as a customer, as a user, what we will do, as a client, what we will do, we can go and connect our console and we can configure the servers within a minute, right? Within a minute, which is nothing but on demand. Fine. So these are all not required when we use the cloud servers, right? Yeah. So once we prepare these servers, we need to showcase to the client. Once the development is completed, testing is completed, once we deploy the application, right? So we don't need to develop any code, and we are not developers. As a DevOps engineer, as a DevSecOps engineer, we don't need to develop any code. DevOps engineers, they will not develop any code. Okay. So developers develop the code. Testers test the code. So as a DevOps engineer, what we will do? We deploy the applications, we work on integrations, tickets, right? Different activities. Okay. Yeah, fine. Once this setup POC completed, so we can showcase to client. The client is approved, we'll get the real project. The client is rejected. This is also waste of money. This is also waste of money. The client is rejected. What will happen in cloud environment? For example, the client is rejected. Here, $100 will be wasted. For example, Andy. For example, $100 will be wasted. Whereas physical environments, $500 will be wasted. Understanding right, everyone? So cloud setup, when we use the cloud setup, in cloud, only $100 will be wasted. I'm just giving example, Andy, not real dollars, right? For example, here, in case this POC rejected by client, $100 will be wasted. Because startup company, no other projects are available, right? Only one POC we prepared, showcase to client, client rejected, for example. Here $100 will be wasted. But whereas here, in the physical, right, $500 will be wasted. So here 1/3 costing will be saved. These are the cloud advantages, Andy. This is the cloud advantage. Okay. So that is why every project team, every organization, they're using cloud setup, cloud servers, they're configuring, they're migrating their applications to cloud infrastructure. Hope everyone understanding. Is it clear to you, everyone? Any questions you can ask me now. So is this clear to you, everyone? So advantage of cloud advantages, right? So this is physical, this is a cloud. Yeah, you can raise your hand if anyone having any questions. Please raise your hand so that I give you unmute. You can ask your question. Go ahead, please. Macharla, I have asked your question, please.
Yeah, sir, am I audible?
Yeah. Please
Yeah.
ask your question.
Sir, is there any kind of sequence is there, or we can do any kind of as our like that? So in POC, there is a data server and QA and prod server is there, na? So which one we can do the first one, or is there any kind of sequence methods?
Yeah. Very good question. So any sequence is there, dev QA production is asking as per the client requirement, Andy. But here, first one should be development servers.
Okay.
Because development should be happened, right? First development should be happened, right? So after that testing, UAT also one more environment is there. Staging is there. Different environments are there. As per the client requirement, development, QA, production, or any other environments, we can prepare here. Okay.
Okay. Sir, is there any to identify whether we are doing, is there good or bad? How can you find that any kind of mistakes? If you are going and create the servers, so we are doing is that correct or not? How can you find that? Is there any kind of software or in there in our DevOps or anyone to suggest or you are doing some
Any
kind of
software, your question I could not understand actually. So in
Sir,
case
I
any
can.
software is corrupted or anything happened, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So in case any software corrupted or any application is down, how can we check?
Yes.
You're asking, right?
Yes, it is.
Fine. So while working on AWS services, definitely that will be covered. Practical, I'll show you. Okay. In case any application is down, what you have to do? Application is corrupted, what you have to do? There is a troubleshooting sessions. There are troubleshooting sessions. So many sessions are there. Okay. So definitely practical, I explained that. Wait for few sessions. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, anyone? Someone asking in the chat. This DevOps comes under which platform? Okay, SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Different, service models are available. IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. So these three will be covered, Andy. IaaS, infrastructure as a service, SaaS, software as a service, platform as a service. These three will be covered in our course. Okay. Fine. Any other questions, please, before going to the next slide? Okay. Yeah, fine. We're good to go. Fine. Look at this here. Advantage of cloud computing. Cost saving. So what is cost saving? This is the cost saving. Look at this. So when we use the cloud infrastructure, 1/3 cost will be saved here, right? And next one, look at this. Flexibility. Flexibly, we can access the resources from anywhere you can access, right? So availability, 24/7, we can access the servers, cloud servers. Reliability, right? Reliability is most important. If the application, if the servers are not reliable, eventually the customer switch into other platforms. Scalability, we can scale up, we can increase whenever needed, right? Performance, right? So when we compare with physical servers, cloud servers are high performance servers. Automatic software updates, we don't need to install manually the patches, right? Automatically, so patches will be updated. Easy backup and restore. Backup will be happened easily. Restoration, very easily restore. Cost saving, right? Cost will be saved. Unlimited storage. So whatever the storage you want to configure, you can configure. These are all advantages of cloud computing. Okay. Next one, look at this, everyone. So cloud computing at a glance, 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, 4 deployment models. What are those? Let's try to understand. Essential characteristics, service models, deployment models. Let's move on. Look at this. These are the 5 essential characteristics. First one is on demand. What is on demand? On demand is nothing but instantly, immediately, whenever needed, right? We can create within a minute resources, right? So, for example, project team required 20 servers within 5-10 minutes. We can go and create 10 servers within 2 minutes, which is nothing but on demand. How can we create that? I'll show you practically. Wait for a few sessions. Okay. How can we create 10 servers or 20 servers within a minute or within 2 minutes? Definitely, I'll show you. Wait for few sessions. Okay. Yeah. Next one, broad network access. Whatever the servers, whatever the resources we're using in the cloud, those we can access from anywhere, from your home, from your office, from your mobile also we can access. Broad network access. Resource pooling, whatever the resources we're using, those we can reuse n number of times. We can pull it up and we can reuse n number of times. Rapid elasticity, right? So for example, I'm working on database server. Database server is having issues in middle of the activity. I can increase the RAM. I can increase the CPU whenever needed. On the fly, without any downtime. By single click, we can increase the resources, which is nothing but rapid elasticity. Measured services. So whatever the resources we're using, those are measured. For example, if you're using a server for 1 hour, we have to pay the bills for only 1 hour. If you're using a server for 4 hours daily, for that 4 hours only, we have to pay the bills. If you're using a server for 9 hours daily, for that 9 hours, we have to pay the bills, which is nothing but measured service. Okay. Next one, look at this. Any questions, Andikada? So, yeah, in this slide, anyone having any questions here? On demand, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured service. Is it clear to you, everyone? Can you please respond? If anyone having any doubts, definitely explain. Fine. So these are the 5 essential characteristics. Okay. Next one, 3 service models. Look at this. IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. What is IaaS? Infrastructure as a service. What is this? Right? We create the infrastructure. On top of that, we can deploy the applications. We create a server. On top of that, we deploy Docker. Look at this. This is a Docker server. Right? We can create a server. On top of that, we can deploy any application, any resources, which is nothing but IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Second one, platform as service. What is platform as service? So this platform already available inside of the cloud platform that we can start and we can use. For example, I want to use the Kubernetes resources. That Kubernetes already available. Kubernetes is the DevOps tool, Andy. Okay, while working on DevOps tools, definitely we'll go very deep dive. Okay, so if you want to use the resources, directly can go to cloud platform and we can start and we can use the services, which is nothing but PaaS, platform as service. Third one is software as a service, SaaS. So this is mainly for reusability, like Google Drive, OneDrive, Amazon shopping site, right? So these are all the three service models which are very, very important. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Next one, deployment models. We have 4 deployment models, which are private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud, public cloud. So what is private cloud? Which is on-premises cloud, our local cloud, local server room, right? Yeah. Next one, public cloud. What is public cloud? Which is AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud, right? Which we can access through internet, right? So private cloud, public cloud. Next one is a hybrid cloud. What is hybrid cloud, anyone? It is a combination of both private and public. So next one is community cloud. What is community cloud? Which is government cloud, defense cloud, very high secured cloud, right? So these are all very, very important deployment models. Okay. So private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud. Clear, right, everyone? So we discussed about yeah, essential characteristics, service models, deployment models. Anyone having any questions up to here? Is it clear to you, everyone? Clear, right, everyone? Shall we move on? Fine. Yeah. Look at this. AWS regions, availability zones, edge locations. Regions, availability zones, edge locations, right? Region, what is region? Region is the data center, right? Availability zone, also a data center. Edge location, also a data center. What is the use of region? What is the use of zone? What is the use of edge location? So definitely we'll go, we'll discuss about this. Region is a primary data center. Availability zone is a DR data center. Edge location is a also secondary data center. I explained that. So definitely, practically, we can check this. Okay, while working on AWS services. Okay, regions, zones, edge locations. These are the 3 types of data centers available. Okay, what are those? So we don't need to create this. This is already created by AWS. So how to check this? I'll show you practically. Okay, look at this, everyone. So these are all regions. This is a region. So every region is having 2 or 3 availability zones. So why we require this? Explain while working on Amazon EC2. Definitely explain this. There is a service which is Amazon EC2. While working on Amazon EC2, we'll go very deep dive. Okay, fine. So is Mr. Jeff Bezos who invented cloud platform, AWS platform. Okay. So in 2002, Amazon Web Services was born, right? Initially, they started selling books. So initially, they created cloud for their business, right? Slowly, they started giving services to other companies. So outside world, right? So currently is the leader in the market. If you search in Google, world richest man is in 2nd place. You can search in Google. World richest man, right, is in 2nd place. Fine. So these are the topmost clouds, 3 clouds: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. So AWS is in 1st place, Azure is in 2nd place, Google Cloud is in 3rd place. In our course, 3 clouds will be covered: AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Fine. So these are the quadrants. In the last quadrant, Amazon Web Services in 1st place, and Microsoft Azure is in 2nd place, Google is in 3rd place, Alibaba Cloud Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud. So many clouds are available. Those are all small players. Okay. So these are all the cloud computing providers. So nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market. 35 more clouds. Right? So these three are very most popular clouds, right? Now let's try to understand cloud market share. Cloud market share. Look at this. So AWS occupied 33% of the market share. AWS occupied 33% of the market share. Azure occupied 18%. Google occupied 9%. Alibaba Cloud occupied 6%. IBM occupied 5%. Salesforce occupied 3%. Tencent occupied 2%. Oracle Cloud occupied 2%. So other small players, they occupied 22%. Nearly 35 more clouds are available in the market. So AWS is the leader in the market. AWS occupied 33% of the market share. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Fine. So this is a cloud computing market growth. Look at this cloud market growth. So in 2012, I switched to cloud platform, Andy. In 2012, I learned AWS. I switched to AWS. So slowly, 2013, I worked on DevOps tools, right? So like Azure, GCP, right? So I worked on different cloud platforms, different DevOps tools, right? So 2012 onwards, the market is growing like this. So 2020 onwards, the market is growing like this. So coming 15 to 20 years, the market would be like this only. Coming 15 to 20 years, so cloud market would be like this only. Jobs are increasing, projects are increasing, right? Every organization, they're using cloud platform. Every project team, they're using cloud. They're migrating their applications to cloud. Clear, right, everyone? Is it clear to you, everyone? Fine. Yeah. Any questions here, anyone? So before going to course content, you can ask your questions. Let's walk through the course content. So I'll explain the course content. So in the course content, we have so many models available, right? I'll show you the modules. Okay. So before going to that, anyone having any questions, please go ahead and ask. You can raise your hand so that I give you unmute option. You can raise your hand, please. I give you unmute option. Anyone having any questions, please go ahead. Yeah, so I just want to show you the course content. So just give me a moment, please. Screen sharing, right? Look at this. So my screen is visible, right, everyone? Everyone, can you see my screen? Yeah, so can you confirm, please? Everyone able to see my screen? Fine. Yeah, so this is the course content. Look at this, everyone. So our course name is DevSecOps with multi-cloud plus AI, right? So DevOps and DevSecOps will be covered in our course. Multi-cloud, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, three clouds will be covered. AI service also will be covered. So my name is Ram. I am the trainer for this entire course. Okay. End to end, I train. Okay. So I give you all the, I explain all the tools, cloud platforms, AI services, security services, right? Throughout the course, I am only the trainer for this course. Okay. Yeah. Now look at this here. In our course, AWS, Azure, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, DevOps tools, AI services, security services, right? So every tool, every service will go very, very deep dive, very deep dive. Okay. So not only installation configuration, right? So every tool will go very deep dive. Yeah. So Jana Reddy asking a question here. I am non-IT background, 2013, 2016, UZ and PG passed out from 2016 to 2020, working as faculty. Now, okay, your age is 33. I have good learning capability. I am interested to move it. Sure, sure. Yeah, Jana Reddy garu, definitely. I explain. Okay. So you can easily switch into the cloud and DevOps role. I'm sure that. Okay. I'm pretty sure that you can easily switch into the cloud and DevOps role. Okay. So in my previous batch, right? So one of the student, pharma background, one of the student is the teaching background, right? So they are in very good companies currently. Okay. So you can easily switch. Definitely, I'll guide you. So hope everyone having my number, right? My number already shared, right? Everyone having my number? Yeah. So already shared my number yesterday. 96422111711. If you have any questions, you can reach out to this number. So trainers, they never share their personal numbers, right? But from Harsha Trainings, we share our numbers. Okay. Please take down this number. You can ask me any questions. Okay. You can call me, you can WhatsApp me. If I am in any session, so I can I reply to you, I call you back. Okay. Because if I am in any I'm taking back-to-back sessions. Okay. So if I am free, definitely I'll answer immediately, or else I can call you back. Okay. You can take down this number, everyone. 96422111711. This is my personal number. Only I have one number. You can take down this. You can message me, you can call me. Definitely, we'll discuss. Okay. Yeah. So who can learn this course? Look at this, everyone. Non-IT professionals and students and working professionals. Okay. Non-IT guys, students, working professionals, the people who are having some career gap also, they can easily learn this course. Understanding that, everyone? Right? So companies opportunities. Look at this. Currently, most of the companies, they're recruiting cloud engineers, DevOps engineers. Okay. So these are the very good companies, MNC companies, right? They're recruiting currently. These are the startup companies, small companies. They're recruiting. Fine. So AWS services, these are all services will be covered in our course. These are all services will be covered in our course. AWS services, right? So these are all the services. Every service will go very deep dive, practical oriented sessions, not theoretical sessions. Practically, we can go through all the services. So these are all Azure and GCP services. Look at this, everyone. These are all Azure and GCP services, Google Cloud services, right? So every service will go very deep dive, practically. Next one, Linux services. Look at this. Linux also will be covered in our course. Linux also will be covered. These are all Linux services. These are all up to here, Linux services, right? Security tools. Look at this. These are all security tools, security services. So DevSecOps, right? Security tools. These are all will be covered. Next one, AI tools. AI tools. So here, generative AI also will be covered. Look at this, right? So DevOps introduction, DevOps services introduction. Next one, Git topics, DevOps tool. DevOps first tool is Git, right? So Git will be covered 5 days. We'll work on Git for 5 days. We'll go very deep dive, right? Next one, yeah, GitHub, Git and GitHub, both are same, right? Git is a local key repository. GitHub is the remote repository. So 5 days we'll work on Git and GitHub, right? Next one, Maven and Tomcat will go very deep dive. Okay. So Jenkins tools, these are the Jenkins, right? Look at this. Yeah, these are all services available. Look at this. Jenkins will go very, very deep dive. And Jenkins is hot in the market. So Jenkins, every organization they're using Jenkins. So 2 pages. Look at this, everyone. 2 pages. These are all services. Jenkins. Next one, Docker. Docker also very core tool. So this is also Docker. These are all Docker services. Will go very deep dive, right? Next one, Kubernetes. Look at this, everyone. Kubernetes. These are all Kubernetes services. Look at this. Will go very deep dive, right? So Terraform. These are the Terraform services. Look at this. Terraform will go very deep dive. Ansible. These are all the Ansible services. Next one, Prometheus Grafana. Monitoring tools. Very, very important. Next one, SonarQube, Nexus will go very deep dive. JFrog also, right? ServiceNow ticketing tool will be discussed. Okay. Startup calls, stand-up calls, leave management system, time card entries. So these are all general things. We'll discuss about this. Resume preparation, interview preparation will be covered. So resume preparation, I provide you sample resumes. You can prepare and you can forward to me. I review it. I revert to you. I add something, I give back to you. Okay. Interview preparation. So 2 to 3 days we'll be having interview preparation, right? How can we present our skill sets in interview, right? And highlights of this course. This course includes, small projects, 10 projects a day. Major projects, 4 projects. Live projects, 4 projects. Small projects, 10 projects will be covered. AWS projects, DevOps projects, AWS DevOps projects, right? Technical support, job assistance, resume and interview preparation. Yeah, so look at this, FAQs, technical challenges, real-time scenarios, interview tips and tricks. These are all will be covered. Even certification support also. If you want to do the certification, let me know. Definitely I'll help you, right? So this is our course content. So you can ping me, I forward to you. You can ping me or call me. I forward to you this course content. Everyone, you can take down my number, institute number. You can ping me or you can ping institute number. You will get the course content. This is a very used content course. Okay, course content, right? You can get this. You can ping me. You can ping institute number. So definitely you'll get the course content. You can go through. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions here? Vishal asking a question. I give you unmute. Yeah, please ask your question, Vishal.
Hi, sir. Couple of questions. So first thing is like in real time, just want to understand the difference between cloud and DevOps engineer roles, because even in my current project, operations team will handle everything related to these two functionalities. So just want to understand what would be the real time, job role differences between these two roles.
Right. Very good question, Andy. Fine. So what is cloud and what is DevOps? What are the roles is asking, Vishal asking. So let me explain. Okay. So cloud is, for example, as we discussed about this POC, right? So here, this is physical environment, physical server room, right? The physical, we prepare the servers, right? But whereas cloud, right? We can go through the cloud platform and we can create the resources as per the client requirement, project team requirement. So cloud role is creating infrastructure, managing infrastructure, and simply you can say creating infrastructure, managing the infrastructure. What is infrastructure, anyone? Servers, storage, network, snapshots, load balancers, right? Database. These are all comes under infrastructure, right? So cloud engineer, what they will do? So cloud is nothing but, what is cloud? It is a on-demand availability of compute system, resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user. So cloud engineer role is creating infrastructure, managing the infrastructure. DevOps. What is DevOps? DevOps is not a tool, set of practices. What is DevOps in your role? DevOps in your role is automation. Manual activities you can do in automated way, right? Integrations, deployments, application deployments. So we work on tickets, we configure applications. So we don't do any development. So as a DevOps engineer, we don't need to worry about the coding part, right? So DevOps engineers, they automate the activities. They automate the deployments, right? Integrations, configurations, right? So these are all roles. So while working on the tools, I'll definitely practically, so I explain all the tools, all the services. Okay, practically. So అన్ని సర్వీసెస్ కూడా ప్రాక్టికల్గా ఉంటాయండి మన సర్వీసెస్. ఓకే, మన క్లాసెస్ ప్రాక్టికల్ ఓరియంటెడ్ సెషన్స్, నాట్ థియరిటికల్. సో ఆల్ ది సెషన్స్ ప్రాక్టికల్ ఓరియంటెడ్ సెషన్స్. Clear, right, everyone? Is it clear to you? Vishal, hope you understand. Any more questions, anyone? Fine, I'll share with you course content. You can ping me or you can call me. So definitely I'll share with you. So this is my mobile number, which I shared in the chat. Please take down, everyone. So you can call me, you can WhatsApp me. So definitely I'll guide you. I'll give you course content and all. Okay. So 96422111711 is my mobile number. Please take down, everyone. Okay. So tomorrow we'll discuss about software development lifecycle and okay, which is very, very important session. So don't miss the session tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow also same link will work. Okay. Same timing, 8 p.m. IST to 9 p.m. IST. Okay. So don't miss the session tomorrow. Tomorrow's session would be very, very important session and fine. Yeah. So any more questions, anyone? Any last question, anyone? Yeah, if no questions, we can wind up today. Fine. Yeah, we can stop here. So tomorrow we'll connect at sharp 8 p.m. IST. Right. Tomorrow we'll discuss about software development lifecycle, which is a very, very important session. So don't miss the session tomorrow. Fine. Yeah, we can stop here. Fine. Thank you all.